Man, oh man, oh man, I tell you. This is something else. Now, I like to speak on our sisters' behavior. Not just our sisters, but just our dysfunctional people in our community. And a lot of times, the sisters take a lot of weight for it. And, they probably should. I mean, they're the first caregivers of the children. You know what I'm saying? They choose who to have the kids by. So, I think they do bear a little more responsibility. These brothers need to stay in their kids' lives, take care of their kids. Black men are very, very irresponsible, very childlike at times. But you gotta figure who's having kids by him. You know what I mean? Who's having kids by him? No other community seeks out the worst of the worst to have children by. A lot of our sisters, not all of course, but a lot of our sisters actually seek out the bad people in our community, the bad guys in our community. They like them. And no matter how many deadbeat dads are out here, no matter how many bums are out here knocking up people left and right, knocking up women left and right, there's always somebody that's going to lay down with them and have a baby and end up a single mother. So that's why I put more of the responsibility on the female. If I had to put a number on it, it'd probably be somewhere between 60-40 and 70-30 on the women's side in terms of the responsibility for raising the kid, raising the family, starting a family. Actually, I'm sorry, because you have to choose who you allow to orgasm inside of you and make a baby. You have to choose that person. People just don't walk up to you and say, I want to get you pregnant, come on. You have to actually meet this person, be around this person, see this person's ways, date this person before you lay down and have a child with him. You have to know this person. You know if this man has 4 kids by 3 other women, and if he's in their lives at all. You know all of this. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't know it, then that's a whole nother story. But that's why I put a lot of responsibility on the women. So when we talk about their behavior, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. We tell you that, you don't need to weave, and that's a fight. We tell you to step back, let us handle it, that's a fight. We tell you, we got it, or, we try to run stuff, and it's a fight. You know what I mean? So what's happening is these women are raising these men on their own, and they're effeminate. They don't know how to do anything manly. Anything that men do, they don't know how to do it. They can't rake leaves. You know what I'm saying? They can't change tires. They won't take out the garbage. You know what I'm saying? That's man shit. They don't know how to fix anything. They can't go somewhere and take care of business. You know how many women I see on a daily basis taking care of their man's business? These are the kind of men that are being raised by single women. I'm sorry, but it's true. It's true. Now, you might wonder what the hell this got to do with the video. Well, this lady, there's a video has surfaced of a female, a woman, using her baby to shield her from the rain. Using her baby to shield her from the rain. keep her weave from getting wet, she actually put her baby over her head, and the baby didn't have anything on its head. You know what I mean? So she used her baby to shield her from the rain. That is one of the most selfish acts I have ever seen. That's one of the most selfish acts I've ever seen. It's only it's only a 3 or 4 or 5 second clip, but it's probably one of the most selfish acts that I've ever seen. And that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with women who are very selfish. How else can you explain bringing a child into the world with a baby father who isn't going to be around, and the more of them you have, the more money you get, the more things you can get them diagnosed with, the more you're going to get. The more you have, the bigger apartment you get, the more food you get, the more money you get. That is selfish. You're not thinking about that child. You're not thinking about that child. You're not thinking about this child growing up without a father. You're not thinking about this child growing up in some of the worst neighborhoods imaginable. And the men don't get a pass. The men don't get a pass. The men are pieces of shit too. But what has to happen is our sisters have to start choosing better men to have children by. And that's just the bottom line. They have to choose better men to have children by. And that's it. I mean, I know a lot of people say they don't want to punish, or you shouldn't punish the parent that decided to stay. Well, if that parent made a bad decision in choosing a father, then yeah, you can call them out on that, because that is the problem. Like I said before, no other community seeks out the worst of their community to procreate with. Our sisters seek out the drug dealers. They seek out the guys that's walking around with saggy pants. They seek them out. They love them. They love the guys with the tattoos and the colorful dreads and the pants sagging. They love them guys. They do. Even more upscale sisters like a quote-unquote bad guy, a thug. They like that. So this is what you get. You get these sisters, they have kids by these guys who ain't worth a dime, and you get this. A woman running around with her baby over her head, covering herself from getting her weave wet. The most selfish act imaginable. One of the most selfish acts imaginable. How selfish can you be to not get wet for your child? You should have been covering the child. You should have had the child under you, covering it from getting wet. But you're doing it the other way around. That is selfish as hell. That's selfish as hell. These names that they name these kids are selfish. You're naming these kids these names because you want people to say, oh, that's a nice name. You thought of that name? How'd you think of that name? Well, I've never heard that name before. Yeah, that's selfish. And that has to stop. That has to stop. Anyway, that's it. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, share the video. And let me know what you think. Let me get your opinion on what you think about this selfish act by this sister here. All right, catch you on the next video. Thanks for listening, and I'm out. Peace.